So, Madam, do we go ahead? Yes, please. Thank you. A very, very good evening, everybody. Respect, regard, and reverence to HIFAA, and also for the people who conceptualized it, are presenting it, and for those who are supporting it big time. So, Himanshuji, we thank you a lot for being there for mankind. This kind of an event or a movement, or should we say a campaign to enlighten the professionals of medical industry, bring them together, entertain them and help them evolve. It's a great objective. And we are here with stalwarts of the industry. So we'll start with the senior most, godfather, grandfather, Dr. Irani Bhai. Good evening to you, sir. Madam, forgive me, I don't know your name. Dr. Reshma ji और हमारे अनुज संतोष जी, पांडे जी. You know, if you go to Nanavati Hospital and sit in Dr. Irani's cabin, you will see a mug and he will gift it to you along with saffron. And on that mug, something is written that hands that heal are better than lips that pray. He has been a healer before being a doctor. Because a human at heart is always a healer. Doctor by medical profession and studies, but healer by attitude and heart. So, sir, the first question to you. Tell me, in your experience of maybe 45 years, you must have seen, heard and experienced many cases where before the treatment starts, the doctor's confidence to the patient given that don't worry, I will take care or I will be there, has changed the scenario, given confidence, and confidence has given rise to the secretion of hormones, happiness, brought about easy breathing, improved the blood circulation. There's a khun chad gaya. So tell me, how does that work?
I feel a lot of changes have come in medicine. Nowadays, when you see patient, the patient knows everything. They have Googled out, find out. Before you want to say your diagnosis, they have come up with 4 diagnoses. आपसे खाली पूछने आए ये है या ये है. So things have changed. But for that, I have to tell a small story. In general, in India, what happens? They say there was a Raja, and the Raja wanted to know how many doctors he has in his kingdom. So the whole Darbar says, it will take us 1 week, we'll go and find out. The Raja has to give them the horses, money, everything, so they go. They come back after 1 week, and they're sitting in the Darbar. So Raja said, have you all found out? So it's very difficult, we could not find out. So the guy who was fanning the Raja whole week, who had not gone, not received anything. He says, Raja, why you gave them? Give me 1 day, 24 hours, I'll tell you how many ways we have in our kingdom. So Raja has to be fair. So he told him, you go and find out. But come tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock and tell us. He says, yes, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock I'll be there. So 9 o'clock he doesn't come, 10 o'clock, 10:30, Raja gets angry and sends the horseman to go and get him. So when that guy is entering the Darbar, he keeps his hand under his chin and he's walking in. So Raja said, what happened? He said, yesterday when I went to count, I got a toothache. So Raja said, you could have put a long tail and sort it out. So all the Darbaris gave him treatment. Some said you could have put tobacco also, some said you could have put smoke or bidi also. So I told Raja, why you want to count how many veins you have? This is the biggest example. I said I have a toothache, everybody gave me medicine. So in your Darbar, everybody is a healer. Everybody is a doctor.
So nice.
So in India, it is very difficult when a person comes and tells you something. You will not say, go and see the specialist. You would first like to give him some treatment. मुझे भी हुआ था, मेरे बाजू वाले को भी हुआ था, right? Even if it is a cancer, believe me, your neighbor can give you treatment, right? They will tell you कि sir this ये treatment इससे ठीक होता है. So the first thing, our correction should be in India. We all should understand what is the problem. One diagnosed, please go to the right specialist. Let the specialist guide you. Right? And nothing better than prevention is better than cure. So I would like Mehta to talk on prevention. How can I have a strong belief we all can touch 100. We all can make a century. Why we don't make century? We'll discuss about it.
जी लेडीज फर्स्ट आती है, वैसे आप सीनियर हो मगर लेडीज फर्स्ट आते हैं. रेशमा जी, यू आर फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट, यू आर एन एक्यूपंक्चरिस्ट. So, Marma Chikitsa was born in India. It was refined further in China. Like Dhyan was born in India, when it went to China, Bodhidharma took it. So Dhyan became Dhyan, Dhyan and Dhyan became Zen. So how did Marma Chikitsa become acupuncture? That's part one of the question. And is puncturing balancing the meridians of energy, or it is triggering the secretion of energy? What is it, or is it both?
Thank you so much for asking this question, right? Because this is my subject and I would definitely like to throw light on this. Marma Chikitsa is age-old, our own wisdom, right? So it is true that the birth of the acupressure points or the acupuncture points is to the marmas. Marmas have their own effect because in marma only the touch therapy works and it is definitely giving results. But then we say that acupuncture therapy that we are doing, it's our own baby, born and brought up in China, because all the researches and everything they did, and so we are calling it as Chinese therapy. But your question is also which is the oldest one, right? So we see that if we see our own sculptures, we see the Mahabharata. When we see the first page of the Mahabharata, we see that there are arrows on the Bhishma Pitama's body. So you can, it is this much old therapy. The Mahabharata also acupuncture was there. It is said that are all the Marma Bindus or the acupuncture Bindus on which Arjuna had put the bar. So Bhishma Pitama died due to his own wish. It was not because of the bed of the arrows that he was doing, because these were all Marma Bindus, जिसकी वजह से 17 दिन तक वो उनकी जो प्राण ऊर्जा कर जाती है. You say that what is this? The points. Yes, it is bioenergy lines in our body. So acupuncture works on the bioenergy lines of the body and chi, which is called as chi, जिसको हम बोलते हैं प्राण, जिसमें होम्योपैथी जिसको बोलती है vital energy. We are all talking about the same thing with different things. Like in homeopathy we call it as vital force. Then in Ayurveda we call it as a pran. Chi is, in Chinese we say chi. In Korean we are saying it ki. So we are referring to the same system. And yes, acupuncture works on to that, the energy lines, the prana urja that we are talking. And there are certain points, therapeutic points we can use. As well as the effect of acupuncture, you asked the effect also. So yes, it is balancing the bioenergy of your body, the chi, the prana of the body, as well as it is helping the blood circulation also. And also not only blood circulation, but also acupuncture helps into muscle flexibility. It also helps the joint. It helps in all kind of spinal disorders and also balancing the hormones. So actually, I would sum up that acupuncture is a system, a holistic system, which is working on mind, body and soul holistically.
बिल्कुल, very well, Reshma ji. You know, a few thousand years ago, Santosh bhai, Marma Chikitsa was used if people would die premature. Today the modern science says we have microtubulars between the left and the right hemisphere of our brain, which the fluctuation of which continues for 96 hours after brain death, after clinically death. Perhaps in India, which is why we had Chautha. And for those who had premature death, Marma Chikitsa was tried upon. Samved, Raga therapies were tried, and Agnihotra. And with Marma Chikitsa push, there was a very big chance that people came back to light and life again. So Santosh Bhai, in today's day and age, have you heard about any case, but I'm sure in your experience, almost near-dead patients with puncturing. The chi has come up gradually, the Urja Pran Vayu has come up gradually, and Hosh, Bodh, Jagruti, and the life force has increased. If you may throw some light on that.
Good, very good question. So we are seeing every day lots of cases, varieties of the cases, and sometimes it may we call it very tough case. So I have been seeing very senior citizen type of cases also at my clinic. So 2-3 cases I have in my mind. Like one lady, 93 years old lady, she like fell down and broke her spine. Mild fracture to 3 places. And since 93 years old, we say now अभी तो कुछ नहीं हो सकता. But somehow that lady was very close to me because of her family history. Half of the people were doctors in that family. So I told that I want to do something if you allow me. And I did simple few points mainly because she was very fragile, very weak, but because one very emotional connection with her. When I had no car, no gadi, nothing. She used to come to me on that time and she used to come, tell me that whenever you buy your car, I want to sit and I will go for drive with you. So somehow when I brought the car, she fell down before that one. And it was in my mind that if I can do something for her and she could get up, so I'll be very happy. So I started her treatment. The days were like she was not able even to talk. And you believe me, Mickey Bhaiya, it took 2 years. And after 2 years, the day came that she could walk down, stay in my car, and she lived 3 more years happily. And when I used to go to her, she used to cook for me. One of the very famous, family, if you know, one movie, the Hiralal Blackball actor, his wife. She could live 3 more years, and of course in the COVID she passed. But that energy, what I did, I took little help from her because she is master into color therapy. I called her, I am not able to bring her more needles. What should I do? She has given me some specific points because she is my elder sister, she is senior to me. And she came from Baroda. And I think within 3rd to 4th months she started moving little. 6 months she started sitting down, eating well, and within 1.5 years she could walk. One case. And the last time when you came to that program of HIFAA, one lady, she was a doctor, 97 years. She used to come to me like when she was 89 for getting the things and not able to walk and lots of pain in the knees, and sometimes she used to get bent like this. So since she was a doctor, so I told her, ma'am, if you give me, मैंने गुजराती बात करती है mostly. So I told her, if you give me some time, हूँ तबने ठीक कर यार. तो भरोसा कहाँ होता है इतना भेज में कोई बोले. And she is running hospital. Still she is running hospital. So that's the best thing. So she came to us, and I think within 3 months. Earlier she used to come to me with 2 people support, and within 1.5 months, 1 person. Then the day came when she was 19, she was walking her own. She used to go to Santa Cruz market, and she is doing still all the hisab kitab of the hospital. So acupuncture has that much power. Just we need to understand the person's energy, of course. Along with that, We need to understand body's energy, which type of food she is taking, and in acupuncture, like sir says all the time, Irani sir says, a person should live at least 100 years. So that because Marma has got that power, yoga has got that much power. In yoga, even whatever we are doing, we are pressing some points with the exercises of all. We are bending towards all the vital organs of the body. So when vitality increases, we need to learn the body's five elements. So Panch Tattva, we read about the Panch Tattva. So of course we check the pulse of the body's five element, and along with that we learn which vital organ is actually becoming weak. So in five element, mostly in the elderly ages are finding kidney chi. Means water elements are getting weaker, that's why lots of degenerative changes in the body, lots of deformation type of things are happening in body. If they fell down, they get fractured and all. So all these things actually increases the energy, and if we understand it properly, we can help to increase the vitality and energy.
Thank you. So मर्म पॉइंट्स सोई हुई ऊर्जा को जागृत करने की कला है. और एक पुराना गाना था सर, मैं उसी पॉइंट पे आ रहा हूँ. उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अब रहन कहाँ तो सोवत है, जो सोवत है वो खोवत है, जो जागत है वो पावत है. तो सुबह जागने से उसके फायदे क्या क्या है, और उसके साथ आपको जो उनके पॉइंट पे ऐड करना है वो भी बता दीजिए.
5-6 महीने पहले न्यूज़पेपर में आया था, कोल्हापुर में कोई गुजर गया, उसको एम्बुलेंस में लेके जा रहे थे, पता चला एम्बुलेंस में जिंदा है. तो इतने प्रॉपर्स में गया था कि जाकर ये साइंस का
Again the Marma point got activated, simply, you know.
चलो.
ओके.
Needs rest to work maximum, and that is the period जो उन्होंने बोला कि 11 to 4 आपको सोना ही है, उसके बाद आप जग जाओ, कुछ भी करो. बट इफ यू, क्योंकि भी सबसे ज्यादा अगर अभी ड्यूरिंग दिस पीरियड वी सी दैट लॉट ऑफ एंगर इनटू ऑल एज पीपल, एंड द मेन रीजन इज इफ वी कोरिलेट विद द पीसीएम थियरी, लिवर एंड गॉल ब्लैडर उसका वर्किंग ज्यादा हो रहा है. अगर तुम उस टाइम पे सो नहीं रहे हो, द इमोशन कनेक्टेड टू द ऑर्गन लिवर एंड गॉल ब्लैडर इज तो एंगर इश्यूज के लिए पेरेंट्स भी बच्चों के लिए आते हैं हमारे पास, बच्चे भी पेरेंट्स के लिए आते हैं. तो पहली सलाह उनके लिए यही है कि भाई 11 से 7 में आपको सो जाना है. इफ योर लिवर एंड गॉल ब्लैडर इज वर्किंग नाइसली, अगर आपका मेटाबॉलिज्म, सेल मेटाबॉलिज्म भी लिवर के पास ही है, तो अगर आपका सेल मेटाबॉलिज्म अच्छा होगा, तभी जो है आपका जो एंगर इश्यूज हैं वो भी ठीक होंगे. फिर आई वांट टू कम डाउन टू जो संतोष जी ने भी बोला कि प्राण ऊर्जा का जो है. सो अगर इफ यू अलाउ मी, आई वांट टू शो 2 पॉइंट्स जिससे आपने बोला कि एनर्जी को हम कैसे बढ़ा सकते हैं, क्योंकि उनको सबको पता है आजकल सब चीज़ का हमको नॉलेज है. पेट दर्द हुआ तो साइक्लोपाम लेना है, सिर दर्द हो गया तो आप डोलो ले लो. तो ये भी थोड़ा थोड़ा जो एक्यूपंक्चर एक्यूप्रेशर ये मन बिंदु है, इसकी जानकारी भी हमको होनी चाहिए. तो ये प्लेटफॉर्म आई जस्ट वांट टू शो 2 पॉइंट्स फॉर एनर्जी ऑल्सो. इफ यू फील दैट योर एनर्जी इज वेरी लो, या कोई लो एनर्जी पर्सन को आपको ट्रीट करना है, तो उसको प्राण ऊर्जा को बढ़ाने के लिए वी हैव वंडरफुल पॉइंट. जो सबसे वंडरफुल पॉइंट हमारा एक्यूपंक्चर का पॉइंट है विच इज CV6 पॉइंट, जिसका नाम है ची हाई. ची हाई मींस इट इज सी ऑफ एनर्जी. दैट पॉइंट का नाम ही है, इट इज, आप खुद ही देखोगे कि वेल में ज्यादा एनर्जी होगी, या रिवर में होगी, या स्प्रिंग में होगी, या सी में होगी. तो पॉइंट का नाम ही ची हाई है. द पॉइंट इज सी ऑफ एनर्जी. तो हाउ टू लोकेट दिस? तो आपकी जो नाभि है, नेवल है, नेवल से 1.5 चुन, 1.5 चुन मतलब अपनी खुद की 2 उंगली. अगर आप किसी और को सजेस्ट करो तो उसकी 2 उंगली का मेजरमेंट नाभि से आप नीचे रखो, और सेंटर लाइन ऑफ द बॉडी में वो पॉइंट आपका CV6 पॉइंट. राइट, यू कैन गूगल सर्च ऑल्सो दिस पॉइंट, CV6 पॉइंट. राइट, so this is the best point to raise your energy, and every day do this point to raise your own energy. और weak patients को तो 1 week हम सिर्फ 2 ही पॉइंट ये करते हैं जो मैं आपको बता रही हूँ, CV6, because if you can raise the energy only then you can treat. And the second point is pericardium 6. That also is wonderful point to raise your energy, and it is 2 चुन. 2 चुन means 3 fingers. wrist पे इससे आप 2 चुन लो. Yeah, patience finger. Patience 3 June is this for him, and then this, and the center point here. That is the pericardium 6 point. So I request everyone, जिनको भी अपनी ऊर्जा बढ़ानी है, right? हर किसी को ऊर्जा बढ़ानी होती है अपनी, right? And especially for the weak patient, first 1 week only give this 2 points and tell them to do themselves by themselves also they can do at home. So this will raise the overall energy.
That's very nice. अगर किसी को 100 साल की उम्र में बच्चा पैदा करना हो तो एक्यूपंक्चर काम आती है?
नहीं सर, तो 100 साल की उम्र में नहीं होगा, आपका जो नेचुरल साइकिल है वो तो होना चाहिए ना, है ना? बट लेकिन अगर आपका एज फीमेल पेशेंट है, अगर 40-45 एज भी है, अगर उसको आपको हार्मोन रेगुलेट करना है, उसका पीरियड बंद हो गया है, दोबारा पीरियड के लिए लाना, तो उसका ट्रीटमेंट हमारे पास है और हमने किया है और हमारे को टेस्टिमोनियल्स भी ली है।
Yeah, it is possible, I'm sure. But now a very scientific question. Which 2 hours are the best for the reproductive organs?
Reproductive organs according to the 5 human theory is basically the kidneys. और किडनी का टाइम जो हमारा है वो शाम को 5 to 7 का टाइम है, जब किडनी सबसे ज्यादा एक्टिव होती है ना? उसके बाद किडनीज का जो फंक्शन है वो धीरे धीरे 12 घंटे बाद जाओगे तो सबसे कम होता है। इसलिए हमारे जो भी धर्म में जो चीजें बनाई गई है, इट इज बैक्ड बाय साइंस। इसलिए Jain people don't have water after 7 because kidneys का जो टाइम है वो मैक्सिमम वर्किंग टाइमिंग जो है वो शाम को 5 to 7 में। So everything is backed by the spirituality is backed by science only.
Thank you. Santosh bhai. So we have 12 cranial points, nerves on our head. When patients in ICU, they are in coma. And let's say medical science would allow you to get in and do puncturing. Would the probability amplitude of that person coming out of the coma faster or coming out for sure improve?
So, neurological, any type of disorder, acupuncture is the best therapy. In the practice from the those days I have been doing, and we get very good results, whether it's coma, paralytic attack, or sometimes now people are coming to us with a lots of dementia, Alzheimer's, one of your common case where we know that. So we are getting good results now. So coma is something, depending which type of coma the patient has got, number one. Second one happens, age also factors. Time also is one of the most important factors that how many days the patient is gone into coma. But yes, we have examples, we have some good cases where patient really came back from the coma. Even head injury, and then we don't touch the head exactly. On that time we have got lots of other points, corresponding points, which actually we consider head in toe and feet in acupuncture. And yes, with those needles, therapies, and with lots of other techniques which is related to acupuncture, some bleeding techniques we are doing, and then deep needle penetration, improve the blood circulation, increase the blood circulation, increase the chi. It can work. All the time we can't say that yes, 100% is sure, but yes, we get
We
results.
can improve the
We
chance.
can improve the chance, yes.
Good. That Ali bhai can. No worries. You have a right to take his autograph. I hope you are not taking his address. So Ali bhai, you have done a lot of work in COVID. Everybody says that brain brings light, mind brings light. But according to me and you, the power of lungs make you think better. So please discuss your experience, speak about your experience that the lung collapse, why it happened in people who are inactive. And how many people got saved because they were active.
Lung was made for 4.5 liters of air. It's called vital capacity. Believe me, all Indians are below 2 liters. If I had a spirometer and I would have put across to everybody would have been below 2 liters, especially females below 1.5 liter, unless you are practicing pranayam, breathing yoga, or you are a marathon runner, then maybe your vital capacity would have been 3 liters, 3.5 liters, 4 liters. So we saw treating 3,600 patients of COVID at Nanavati Max Hospital. Ours was a 100% COVID hospital that time. What we saw, all whose vital capacity was less than 1.2 liters, they could not be saved. But there was no marathon runner who died. So whose vital capacity was more than 2 liters, 2.5 liters, they survived. So please start breathing. We are not breathing. We are just alive. And to know the right method of breathing, I think so, Mehta would be the right person. We have to breathe through the abs, through the abdomen, right? Increase our vital capacity, and it will save our life. If you all want to know why we are breathing, the blood goes all over the body, reaches to every organ. By the time it becomes impure, it comes to the base of the lung. So when we breathe, that 20%, this air has only 20% oxygen, the rest is nitrogen. So that 20% oxygen hits the impure blood, the blood becomes pure, goes to the heart, supplied all over the body again. So that's why the better, your container of your lung has to be 4 liters, 3.5 liters. And believe me, the best way is to blow the shunt. We use shunt as paperweights. Buy a shunt and blow 8 to 10 times every morning. Your vital capacity will increase. That's the best way of increasing the vital capacity. Start blowing the shunt every morning, and especially if it is early morning. So one, I blame the government. Only place where we don't pay tax that we are breathing in India. We don't pay tax for it. If a special tax is brought ke 500 rupiah, 500 you have to pay breathing in India, we are Indians, then how we breathe? Paisa vasool karega. Right. Then we will breathe. So we need to breathe, increase our vital capacity, and that is the base of fitness and wellness, and one of the base where you can really survive longer. Thank you.
So if Sholay is made again, Gabbar Singh's dialogue will be, Basanti jab tak teri saans chalegi uske pair chalenge. So breathing is extremely vital, especially for sportsmen. Also, breathing ensures longevity. And breathing, when your diaphragm moves 12 centimeters up and down, literally, that's the time the 5 lobes get emptied. The dying happens because the lobes are filled with carbon dioxide, and the oxidative stress of decades put together brings about slowing down of the organs, and then disorder, dis-ease, degeneration, disintegration, decay and death. Now coming to this point, for those who have breathed very poorly, is there any way through acupuncture, biomechanical shift can happen and you can stimulate deeper breaths into a person's being?
Definitely. I would like to emphasize here on 2 important acupressure points. Clinically we are doing acupuncture, but at home people can do acupressure at those points which can help your respiration, right? And the vital capacity of the lungs can be increased. So the first point is the CD17 point. It is the best point for all respiratory tissues, right? So the point is between your 2 nipples. In the center of the nipple you have this point CD17.
This is where we do CPR also.
Yes. So that is the point CD17 or REN17, right? So you can do multiple pressure at this point and deep pressure. The pressure has to be deep pressure, and you can do with breathing also. So while you are pressing the point, you have to exhale and then inhale, right? Exhale and press the point and then inhale. So with inhalation, exhalation, you can use these points at CD17. This gives very good result to chronic asthmatic patients as well. So very good for all the respiratory tissues. And the second point, when there is an acute problem of the lung, right, like an asthmatic attack. At that point, if you want to use the point, this is for chronic lung problem. For acute lung problem or we can say emergency point, it is REN 22 points. So this is the dip over here in the neck. Right? Yeah. So no, if you are using to keep for emergency, you have to do a deep pressure, right? So ये आराम से वो गड्ढा आपको यहाँ पे मिल जाएगा और उसको आपको डीप प्रेशर करना है if you're using it for acute emergencies, right? रेगुलरली लंग का कैपेसिटी बढ़ाने के लिए आप धीरे धीरे उसको डेली प्रेशर कर सकते हो 2 to 3 times in a day, but if you're using for acute emergency, you have to do a deep pressure at this point. So these 2 points are very very wonderful, which can help into raising the vital capacity of the lung.
Thank you, Dr. Santosh. Acupuncture is focused on addressing the balance aspect of the meridians. Okay? Corresponding meridians, left, right brain, left, right side. For those suffering from vertigo, obviously the meridians are disturbed. How acupuncture and what is the process time of how many sittings that the vertigo patient comes back to normalcy and the vertigo attack will never happen again? And what are the prevention methodologies as per acupuncture?
Very, very difficult question. So sometimes I have cases like 22 years the patient suffered from Dubai, and then I was in Dubai, within 1 day he got cured. 1 day, 22 years, I have video also. And he was not able to even walk without support. Young man, 52 years, he was holding something to get up first, then after few steps you would become normal. And many cases I have been seeing like 7 years, 8 years, and within 7 days, 10 days I have been seeing the results. Still, this is the example I am giving you, like 5 years, 3 years, 2 years. In few cases where actually the problem is into the eardrum, it might take time, and without proper physio exercises and acupuncture, it might not help you. But what normally I have seen, in general, regular cases, the patient is coming, if he has got lots of cervical stiffness. That also can give you very, Dr. Purel sir is there, this is his subject normally. So that is something like we have been seeing, if we can release the pressure point, with the pressure point, with the acupuncture, neck get normalized, then in many cases we are seeing that vertigo, even like 1 or 2% maybe is there, otherwise get cured. Acupuncture is very helpful into the vertigo cases, but you know, it's very difficult if person is not aware about the posture. Posturally, if you are not aware, you might get again and again. If you are having the issue of the neck, you are working upon the computer all the time, you are on the mobile phone all the time, so it may take lots of time and it may occur again. But in few cases I have been seeing like there is after 5-6 years, patients are not coming. One case, because he has given me the one very big video testimony, Mr. Subhash Dandekar, Yamil Pharma. He has got almost 300 to 400 doctors working under him, and he took lots of doctors' name also. So he stated that my 7 years of the vertigo got cured within 7 days. With my Dr. Vinod Kidwani sir tomorrow is also coming, and he will be there. So then after that he never got the attack again. So unfortunately he died last year only, and I'm talking about 10 years back story. So these type of cases when coming to us, we also take care and we tell them that you need to be aware regularly of your posture. Because if posturally, if you are not fine, and sometimes because of the water is going in the ear, and then that is easy to cure, and that easily get cured. So if very chronic, acupuncture is very helpful because they come after seeing each and everything, even medical science, all the report, all the MRIs, and we have few points. Sometimes within one session, 1 point is giving us a result. But not in all, each and every cases. But yes, it's very effective. And mainly if you ask me, if again it's going to come back, as I said that if you are not aware, it may come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to make a statement that all of these Maharathis here have been dealing with patients, fixing them, curing them, giving them life force back. My experience, yesterday I completed 45 years in the industry of holistic health. that whenever you have problems, if you invest in therapies, you will not bleed in ICUs. So yes, therapies are expensive. If you go to Dr. Santosh's clinic, it will be expensive. If you get all the therapies at home, it will be double. But still you will be spending lesser money than spending on hospital beds. Advise your patients to invest in panchakarma, acupuncture, acupressure, yoga, ayurveda, physiotherapy, neurophysiotherapy, occupational therapy. Not only when your grandparents fall, before they fall, so that they don't fall. They should do it. So, thank you very much. I'm so blessed that I got such enlightened people with me and I could moderate them. It is my good fortune. Grateful to you, sir.
All pleasure, Joe.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was very, very interesting. May I, Dr. Vishwaji? Dr.
एक ग्रुप फोटो